It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans under the lights on Thursday night.
Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Great to have you with us for this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Under the lights, we'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with backs who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. They're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver, these two electric passing games, that's how these offenses are built. But now we have a little bit of a throwback, and for two teams that unapologetically say, we are going to run our offense through the running back position, we don't see that so often anymore. So for two guys like us that understand and appreciate the legacy and the history of this game, I think it's kind of fun.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down. A pistol snap, back to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll run it with Tony Pollard. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Running from the pistol with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Hurts to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Titans offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught by Van Jefferson. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll look to throw. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. Here's a third and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He has Lockett over the middle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a first and 10. Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Music City after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Hurts working in the pistol. He keeps it himself. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike. This is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
Open man downfield is Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
He'll get this out to the left flat. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss to Barkley. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get, and he will get into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Elliott now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That caught Tony Pollard. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Back to the air one more time. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Now a 3rd and 2. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here, and that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Hurts will try it again. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. To the air again, Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end Dallas Goedert that time, and it'll be third down. Again, Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Hurts again. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Here now, second down and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up third down.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. To throw is Hurts. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense going to take over just before the half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This one from 54 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
First and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. Back to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Lockett headed in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete to Lockett outright. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And now it's going to be third down.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point, something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I think they saw something earlier in the game that showed some vulnerabilities in the deep defensive coverage. Then the execution, not only for the route runners to be in the right spot, but then for the quarterback to find his matchup, find the space in the breakdown of the coverage, and
to the goal line and in. Calvin Ridley, touchdown Titans.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Joey Sly on now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Titans are able to cut into the deficit. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Avery Williams on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's 2nd and 2. Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team sends offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. They'll start out first down and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. Woo! And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll go back to Pollard on first down. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They send Ridley in motion. Looking to throw here on second and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Titans will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and 3rd down coming up.
And up until this point, this has been it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And he'll convert, picking up the 1st down at the 46-yard line. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Here's 2nd and 6. A run with Barkley. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Hurts working in the pistol. To the right side here, pass is caught. Third and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They're going to motion the tight end over here. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Complete. Ridley on the reception. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. They'll look to throw yet again. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down for Tennessee.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And is caught by the man wearing 0, Calvin Ridley. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Running here, it's Pollard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Again, it's Pollard. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Barkley. Barkley's got the 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Barkley.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Nashville, we say good night, everybody.